introducing a new way to achieve the highest level of savings, Peak Rewards. The Peak Rewards app is your roadmap to savings wherever your journey takes you. Simply by using our mobile app, you can shop for a mountain of savings in any of our convenience stores and fuel up for less. Just download the Peak Rewards app, register, find participating stations and stores near you, and start saving. With Peak Rewards, you can travel further for less. So what are you waiting for? Download Peak Rewards today and find a location near you.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and sponsors. My name is Jonathan Kerman. The man behind the lens is Caleb Franklin, and we're coming to you live from Dennis Murphy Court inside South Medford High School in beautiful Medford, Oregon. Thank you for joining us this evening. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Today, the Ida B. Wells Guardians from the 6A Portland Interscholastic League have traveled down the I-5 to take on your South Medford Panthers in a non-league matchup. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Medford School District and our participating community business partners. Joe Brett is the executive producer for tonight's event. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. And please support Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube, search Table Rock Sports, and hit that red subscribe button. Thank you if you already have. Time now for the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Bill's Glass. Bill's Glass is the clear choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years. Locally owned and family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass. When you hear that crash, think Bill's Glass. And we'll start with the Ida B. Wells Guardians from the 6A Portland Interscholastic Conference. They are 3-1 in the 2021-22 season on a 3-game winning streak, defeating Sherwood, Southridge, and Barlow earlier this week. The Guardians are coached by Craig Coakley. Assistant coach is Steve Lahman. And now to the Coach's Corner for the home team, your South Medford Panthers, undefeated in 2021, 3-0, hailing from the 6A Southwestern Conference, where the Panthers are defending conference champions. The Panthers are coached by James Whiteman. Assistant coach is Jamie Hammerickson. We're going to step away from the court and hear a word from our amazing local sponsors who make these live free broadcasts to you all possible. And when we come back, we bring you live coverage of the pregame ceremony, including the singing of our nation's anthem, the player introductions, and the opening tip live from Dennis Murphy Court. It's the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, and it continues next on Table Rock Sports.
RVTD means more for our community. Because of RVTD, every student has convenient access to the region's high schools to complete their education. Growing community support. RVTD.
Gather and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
RVTD means more for our community. More people than ever are using the bus to access healthcare, improving the overall health of our region. Growing community support. RVTD.
Welcome back to Dennis Murphy Court, the home of the South Medford Panthers. Thank you for joining us here on TableRockSports.net as we bring you the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Going to be a good one. The 3-1 Ida B. Wells Guardians against the undefeated 3-0 South Medford Panthers. I'm going to step away from the microphone and take things down onto Dennis Murphy Court for the singing of our nation's anthem and the player introductions.
From Ida B. Wells High School. And now, please rise, gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem, performed this evening by the Dixie Chicks.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now, the starters for the visiting Ida B. Wells Guardians. Number 1, Leo Sewell. Number 3, J.C. Hanlon. Number 10, Nick DiGiulio. Number 21, Jonah Jones. And number 33, Wade Nahir. The Guardians are coached by Craig Coakley and assisted by Steve Lohman. And now, let's meet the starters for your South Medford Panthers. A 6-foot sophomore, number 3, Jackson Leland. A 6'3" senior, number 11, Junior Sleezer. A 6'3" freshman, number 21, Cody Howell. A 6'4" senior, number 32, Titus Bloodsaw. A 6'3" senior, number 42, Evan Malcolm. The Panthers are coached by James Lakeman and assisted by Jamie Hamilton and Sherry Culver. The officials for tonight's contest are Jay Campbell, Ken Stafford, and Wes Capella. The senior vice president of basketball operations at South is C.G. Gould. The inventor of basketball is Dr. James Naismith.
There you have it. The starting lineups for both squads, the 3-1 Ida B. Wells Guardians and the 3-0 South Medford Panthers. The 5 on the floor for the Guardians, Jonah Jones, Nick DiGiulio, Shaib Dahir, Leo Sewell, and J.C. Cannellan. The 5 on the floor for the South Medford Panthers, Devin Malcolm, Junior Sleezer, Bodie Howell, Jackson Wieland, and Titus Bloodsaw. The opening tip is up and away. The Guardians start with possession. Sewell at the top of the key, being guarded by Sleezer. A handoff to DiGiulio, hands off to Cannellan. Back to Sewell. Sewell around a Dahir screen. Now DeJulio uses a Dahir screen. Not a lot of penetration right now. Everything on the perimeter so far for the Wells in their first offensive possession. On the block, it gets down to Jonah Jones. Difficult turnaround jumper off the mark. Rebound, Devin Malcolm. And here come the Panthers the other way. Jackson Wheeland ahead to Junior Sleazer, the leading scorer for the South Medford Panthers, averaging 18 points a game. Sleazer with it right side. Up top to Devin Malcolm. Sleazer around to Malcolm screen. Beautiful find underneath. The cut from Titus Bloodsaw, and the Panthers strike first on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Cannellan kicks it out to Sewell. Sewell pulls the trigger and buries it. Leo Sewell, the 5'11 senior, from behind the arc. And the Guardians have a 3-2 lead. Howell up top, Sleazer, the response. Not that time. Cannellan will slow things down. Up top to DeJulio, left open, and does not draw iron. Wheeland, full head of steam, gets into the key, dumps it off to Malcolm. The reverse layup is good. Sewell calls out a play for the Guardians. And a push called against Junior Sleazer. First personal foul for either team. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon. Entry pass comes to Cannellan. Quick trigger. His three off the mark. Loose ball tipped to the Panthers. Wheeland off to Bodie Howell. Howell, a star standout as a freshman, showing the moves off there. Drives into the key, lays it off the glass and in. Howell, the freshman, the second leading scorer on this undefeated Panther squad, putting up 15 a game. Loose ball. Jackson Wheeland dives on the floor, pokes it to Malcolm. We've talked about the scoring averages for these South Medford Panthers, but the real story has been on the defensive end. Jackson Wheeland leading the team in steals with 8. Titus Bloodsaw and Devin Malcolm each with 6, and Junior Sleazer has 4. A lot of active hands on this Panthers roster. Malcolm calling for it down low. Sleazer into the key, the spin. Difficult shot, and it rolls off the rim. Making our way through the first quarter. A running floater put in by J.C. Cannellan. South Medford leading 6-5 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Howell from the top of the key. Left it short. Rebound to Sewell. Cannellan driving against Wheeland, kicks it in the corner. Jonah Jones, jumper off the mark. Bloodsaw may have gotten a piece of it. Devin Malcolm looking to go coast to coast. Hot pass to Sleazer, who swings it around. Howell open for 3. Loose ball tipped, and the effort of Devin Malcolm wins another offensive possession for the South Medford Panthers. Sleazer around a screen into the key, goes up, gets fouled, count it, and 1.
Jonah Jones called on the foul. Junior Sleazer at the line, shooting 1.
Free throw off the mark, tipped back up by Malcolm, gets his own miss, and finishes the job. Malcolm so effective on the offensive glass. You'd be surprised, he is second on the team in offensive rebounds, and you'll never guess who is first. It's Jackson Wheeland, standing tall at 6 feet even. As the layup goes off the glass, Malcolm affected the shot. The baby jumper off the mark by Candlin, left open in the corner, Nick DiGiulio, and he buries it. Leaking out was Bloodsaw, and just couldn't get the layup to go. Sleazer, the active hands, knocked it away for a moment. Ida B. Wells stays with it, and a wedgie. The shot put up by Shuab Dahir. Possession will go to the South Medford Panthers. Desmond Claiborne into the game for the South Medford Panthers. Joined by Wheeland, Malcolm, Sleazer, and Howell. Malcolm on the block. Out to Sleazer. Sleazer into the key, and he'll get called for the travel. Two minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. South leading 10-8 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Jonah Jones hands it off to Cannelin. And gets it back. In the corner, Sewell. Up top to DiGiulio, around to Cannelin. Cannelin looking to go around a screen. And now set one himself. Sewell with it. Looking for the backdoor pass. The Panthers defend it nicely. Ball tipped by Howell. The Guardians keep possession. DiGiulio into the key. Beautiful pick and roll with Dahir. I think Devin Malcolm may have jumped over Dahir. A foul is called. It'll stay on the floor with the Guardians. Foul will go against Desmond Claiborne. In the corner it goes to Sewell. DiGiulio doesn't draw iron. Howell from just outside the free throw line. Took contact, didn't get the foul call. Devin Malcolm, the offensive rebound. His putback doesn't go. Active hands in the backcourt. Desmond Claiborne with the steal. And the Panthers have possession once again. Down low it goes to Malcolm in the low post. One dribble, kicks it out. Howell left wide open. And this time, Bodie Howell drills it from the wing. The lead back up to 5 for the Panthers. Final minute of the first quarter. Handoff to here. They swing it around to DiGiulio. Up top to Jones. Back around to Cannelin. Cannelin won't get the shot off. An offensive foul is called. A moving screen charged to Jonah Jones.
Jonah Jones called on the foul. Drew Hall.
Drew Hall, the other freshman standout on this team, checking in to give junior Sleazer a rest. Checking in for Ida B. Wells is Dante Mathis. Final 53 seconds of the first quarter. Wheeland, Malcolm, Hall, Claiborne, and Howell on the floor for the Panthers. Howell drives baseline, goes up, gets blocked by Mathis. Drew Hall there to clean up the loose ball. Panthers swinging around, somebody's open. Wheeland all the way into the key. Off the glass and in. Nifty move by Jackson Whelan, the up and under, while in midair. Final 20 seconds of the first quarter. South with their largest lead of the night. Sewell keeps it himself, then dribbles it off his foot, out of bounds. Junior Sleazer will check in for Desmond Claiborne. Now 5 shooters on the floor for the Panthers. The final 6.6 seconds in this first quarter. Wheeland, the Euro step, couldn't get the floater to go at the buzzer. The score after one period of play, South Medford 15, Ida B. Wells 8. We'll be back with more from Dennis Murphy Court right after this.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Welcome back to Dennis Murphy Court, beginning of the second quarter between the Ida B. Wells Guardians and your South Medford Panthers. It's all part of the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Make sure to stop by Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler on Highway 62 for your next ride. And for all of your wireless needs, Siskiyou Cellular has 7 convenient Southern Oregon locations to serve you. The second quarter starts with a Guardians turnover. Panthers will look to capitalize. Down low, Devin Malcolm, one dribble, got by his man, couldn't get it to go. Nice interior pass by Drew Hall, tipped out of bounds by the Guardians, and Panthers will have it on the baseline. Down low to Malcolm, who blew the layup, follows his own miss, couldn't get that one to go. And then a frustration foul called in the backcourt. Well, still a lot of basketball left to play, but South not doing a good job of converting on easy baskets in the paint. And still they lead by 7, 15-8, the score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. DeJulio, Dahir, Cannellan, Sewell, and Mathis, the 5 on the floor for the Guardians. DeJulio drives and kicks. Cannellan, 3-ball, corner pocket, in and out and back in. Panthers quickly come back the other way. Drew Hall the cut. No foul called. A clean block ruled by the officials. They say play on. Baseline out of bounds for South. Up top it comes to Hall. Wheeland around a couple screens in the corner. Sleazer for 3. Rebound Cannellan. The 5 on the floor for the Panthers. Devin Malcolm, Drew Hall, Junior Sleazer, Desmond Claiborne, and Jackson Wheeland. Long 3 put up and put down by J.C. Cannellan. And the Panther lead, which was 7 to start the quarter, is down to 1. Sleazer drives in and gets fouled. This broadcast is brought to you in part by the Thomas & Hospitality Group of Grants Pass and Tap Rock Northwest Grill. You can also enjoy Thomason hospitality at Elmer's, Pita Pit, and Human Bean locations throughout Southern Oregon. Sleezer connects on the first free throw. The Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon at 950 Royal Avenue in Medford have a wide range of eye care services for the entire family. Visit eyecaresouthern.oregon.com to see how Dr. Brian Mitchell and his team can keep your family's vision clearly focused. Howell checking in for South Medford, along with Titus Bloodsaw. So Howell, Bloodsaw, Malcolm, Sleezer, and Hall, the 5 on the floor for South. The 5 on the floor for Ida B. Wells, Dante Mathis, Leo Sewell, J.C. Cannellan, Nick DiGiulio, and Jonah Jones. Mathis having a conversation with our OSAA officials, and he will head to the bench. Checking in to replace him, Shaib Dahir. Sleezer looking to complete second free throw. And he does. (17-14) on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Cannellan, another quick trigger from 3. This one off the mark. Following the miss was Dahir. Couldn't get the layup to go. Malcolm the other way. Hall, the extra pass taken away by Cannellan. Active hands by the 5'8" sophomore. DiGiulio swings it around to Sewell. Sewell drives on Sleezer. And we'll get it right back. Jones, mid-range J, bounces around. Fought for, follows his own miss. Jonah Jones, right place, right time. The South lead back down to 1. Malcolm turns the corner. And his pass stolen away by Dahir. DiGiulio in the corner for the Ida B. Wells Guardians. Now puts it up top to Sewell. Sewell, fancy dribbling, spin move, kicks it out. Dahir, stretch big. Off the mark, and Devin Malcolm skies for the rebound. Hall gets it down low to Sleezer. The beautiful baseline fadeaway jumper. Sleezer leading all Panther scorers with 6. DiGiulio. Long shot. Rebound falls to Malcolm. And a timeout taken by South. We'll be back right after this with more from Dennis Murphy Court. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Welcome back to Dennis Murphy Court, the home of the South Medford Panthers, defending 6A Southwest Conference champions. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon on Table Rock Sports. The Ida B. Wells Guardians coming to town from the 6A Portland Interscholastic Conference. They're 3-1 this year. The Panthers 3-0. Been a good game so far leading up to the billing on paper. Panthers swing it around. Howell to Wieland. Wieland up top to Sleezer. Sleezer steps in a foot inside the line and connects. Sleezer now tied with Guardians guard J.C. Cannellan for the game high in points with 8. The long rebound falls to Sewell. Sewell drives baseline. Good Panther defense. Ball tipped, deflected, taken by Malcolm. Malcolm will go the distance, go up, get fouled, and one. Big fella going strong to the hoop. And he'll head to the line, looking to complete the three-point play.
Jonah Jones called on the foul. Devin Malcolm at the line, shooting one. Dante Mathis back in for the Guardians.
Dante Mathis checks in for Ida B. Wells. High arching free throw falls in from Malcolm. He's up to 7 points in the first half. And it's an 8-point lead for the Panthers, their largest of the contest. DeJulio online but short from three. Wieland into the front court. Sleezer sees a lane. Nifty move through a couple of Guardians defenders in the key and gets it to go. In the corner, Sewell. Off the mark, Wieland the rebound. Down low, Devin Malcolm left all alone, and he slams it down. Nice find from Jackson Wieland, and the Panthers pulling ahead. The lead up to 12. The floater put up by DeJulio, rebound to here. DeJulio gets it back and can't get the three to go. Left it a little short. Rebound ripped down by Bloodsaw. Sleezer into the lane, can't get the layup to go. Here come the Guardians the other way. Pull up jumper, the shooter's touch for J.C. Cannellan, leading all Guardian scorers with 10. Sleezer left wide open from the wing, and he connects from downtown. Sleezer up to a game-high 13 points. The South lead up to its largest of the contest at 13. DeJulio drives in the corner to Sewell. Up top to here from just behind the free throw line. Tipped by Mathis. Guardians keep it alive. Sewell, the spin move in the key, will get fouled on the jumper, and he converts. Leo Sewell will head to the line looking to complete the three-point play.
Junior Sleezer called on the foul. Drew Hall and Desmond Claiborne back in for the Panthers. Leo Sewell at the line shooting one.
Sewell connects, and the lead is back down to 10. Final minute of play in the first half. Make sure to stick around for the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report as Bodie Howell. Not quite a three-pointer, but a beautiful turnaround baseline jumper. 33-21, South on top. DeJulio, the quick trigger. Long shot, long rebound. It falls to Sewell. Sewell into the key. He gets fouled. Looked like an awful lot of ball. but they will call it against Bodie Howell. And that will send the Guardians to the free throw line.
Leo Sewell at the line, shooting 2.
Connects on the first. This broadcast would not be possible without the support of all of our amazing local sponsors, including Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less, Avista Utilities, Travel Medford, and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission. Thank you. Both free throws are good. Lead back down to 10, and the Panthers will have it for the final 26 seconds. Malcolm from the elbow. Kicks it in the corner to Drew Hall. Howell surveys, takes it himself. The baby floater is good. Howell up to 9 points in the contest. Now the Panthers have to play defense. Cannelin gets into the key, and the baby teardrop falls. The shot from half court, no good. And that will bring us to halftime. The score on the John L. Scott scoreboard: South Medford 35, Ida B. Wells 25. Don't go anywhere. The Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report comes your way next, right after this. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon on Table Rock Sports.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Finish sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokee L4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back 3P Truck of the Year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get a big finish deal on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back to Dennis Murphy Court, the home of the South Medford Panthers. Time now for the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report, presented by PlayMedford.com. Visit PlayMedford.com for the latest recreation guide on all of the sports leagues, classes, and special events, just to name a few. Visit PlayMedford.com to learn more. Speaking of learning more, the score on the John L. Scott scoreboard: the South Medford Panthers leading the visiting Ida B. Wells Guardians 35-25. The leading scorer in the game, South Medford's Junior Sleazer with 13 first-half points. The leading scorer for the Ida B. Wells Guardians is J.C. Cannelin. He has 12. It's not all Sleazer for the South Medford Panthers, however, as both Bodie Howell and Devin Malcolm have each contributed 9. Today's game is brought to you in part by our title sponsor, Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Superstore on Highway 62. And our presenting sponsor, Siskiyou Cellular, with 7 Southern Oregon locations to serve you. The Medford Parks and Recreation Halftime Report rolls on right after this quick word from our amazing local sponsors who make these live, free HD broadcasts possible. When we come back, we take a look at the top plays from the first half. All that and more coming up on the Medford Parks and Recreation Halftime Report right after this on Table Rock Sports.
RVTD means more for our community. Because of RVTD, every student has convenient access to the region's high schools to complete their education. Growing community support. RVTD.
Gather and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
RVTD means more for our community. More people than ever are using the bus to access healthcare, improving the overall health of our region. Growing community support. RVTD.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back to Dennis Murphy Court. The Medford Parks and Recreation Halftime Report rolls on. Let's take a look at the top plays from the first half. The show and go. Bodie Howell unable to get the three to go, but the hustle on the loose ball by Devin Malcolm leads to an additional possession for the South Medford Panthers, and they would not waste it. Sleezer into the key, nifty layup, gets fouled, and headed to the line looking to complete the three-point play. And then in the second quarter, wasn't just offense for South, doing it with their defense too. Ball tipped, deflected, and look at Devin Malcolm, the big fella, running the floor, gets hit, finishes at the bucket, and completes the three-point play. Two more top plays from the first half. South in transition. Jackson Wheeler, always calm, cool, and collected in a scramble. Gets it off to Sleezer. The nifty up and under move, and Sleezer finishes at the cup. And then our final top play from the first half came right after that last highlight. Wheeling to get in transition, and this time finding the big man who throws it down with two hands. Devin Malcolm touching iron. And there it is, the top plays from the first half. The score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, South Medford leading Ida B. Wells 35-25. This has been the Medford Parks and Recreation Halftime Report presented by PlayMedford.com. One more quick commercial break, and when we come back, the second half gets underway between the Guardians and the Panthers. It's all part of the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Welcome back to Dennis Murphy Court. You're watching Panther basketball on TableRockSports.net. The Ida B. Wells Guardians and the South Medford Panthers, a combined record between these two teams of 6-1. The Guardians 3-1, the Panthers 3-0. Good game on paper. It's been a great game on the court, and the second half is underway. Thank you for joining us here on Table Rock Sports. Sorry you can't be here in the gym with us, but you're getting the next best thing, and that's watching this game live for free in HD on any device. Howell's three, no good. Offensive rebound, put back up and in by Devin Malcolm. South led by as many as 13 in the first half. The Guardians led by as many as 1 for about 10 seconds. A nice backdoor cut. Leo Sewell on the dish from J.C. Cannellan. For the Guardians, Sewell, Cannellan, Jonah Jones, Schwab Dahir, and Nick DiGiulio, the 5 on the floor. The 5 for South Medford, Bodie Howell, Devin Malcolm, as there's Howell getting baseline, couldn't get the baby jumper to go. Devin Malcolm doing more work on the offensive glass, and he will get fouled. Howell, Malcolm, Sleazer, Bloodsaw, and Whelan, the 5 on the floor to start the second half for James Whiteman and the South Medford Panthers. Today's game is brought to you in part by the Peak Rewards app from GP Energy. Download the app and save on morning motivation, crunch in your lunch, and fuel for your road trip at their many locations. Peak Rewards from GP Energy. Malcolm getting the friendly bounce, splits a pair at the line. Sewell hands it off to DiGiulio, who has unlimited range. Doesn't get that 3 to go. Malcolm rips down and get another rebound. Malcolm bumps his man off between the legs and throws it down with authority. Sewell drives in between a number of Panthers defenders. Malcolm the rebound to Whelan up ahead. Sewell goes in. The reverse layup can't get it to go. Loose ball tipped out of bounds. Possession will belong to the Guardians. Down low, Jones Turnaround jumper against a number of South Medford Panthers, and a foul is called. While we have a break in the action, let's take a look at that last highlight reel from Devin Malcolm. Malcolm going to go coast to coast here. Gets the rebound and takes it himself. And quick bump between the legs and throws it down with one hand. Highlight reel play for Devin Malcolm. Jones connects on both free throws. 40-29, South on top. Ida B. Wells puts on a full court press. The Panthers easily defuse and get into the front court. Bloodsaw up top to Howell. Sleazer. Not a lot of movement with players or with the ball for the Panthers on this offensive trip. Sleazer will take it himself into the key and gets it to go. Sleazer so smooth and elusive in the paint. And able to finish with either hand, showing the moves that time. Catch and shoot three on the way by Sewell. Rebound taken by Devin Malcolm. South looking to increase the largest lead of the game. They're matched it right now at 13. Malcolm, the crossover, the couple spin moves. Couldn't get the bank shot to go. Guardians come the other way. Sewell picks up his dribble on the elbow, has it deflected, and Whelan unable to save it from going out of bounds, but gets a strong ovation from the Panther faithful. Possession remains with Ida B. Wells. DeJulio in the corner. Sewell drives baseline. Sewell waits and will get fouled on the shot attempt. The Southern Oregon Sports Commission is joining the OSAA in putting out the call for officials for all high school sports. It's a great way to stay in the game, earn some extra money, and ensure that our student athletes get the chance to compete. Please contact your local officials association to learn how to get the stripes on and get in the game. Second free throw bounces out for Sewell, who splits a pair. 12-point lead for the Panthers. Whelan with authority gets his own miss. Malcolm in the corner to Howell. Up top to Whelan. They get it down low to Malcolm. Whelan had it tipped off his hand. Sleazer is there. Bloodsaw in the corner. Whelan. Sleazer. Not that time. Bloodsaw, the offensive rebound. He gets fouled on the putback and will go to the line. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Make sure to stop by Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler on Highway 62 for your next ride and for all of your wireless needs. Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon has 7 convenient locations to serve you. Tonight's broadcast is also brought to you by Bill's Glass, the industry leader and clear choice in Southern Oregon. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass. When you hear that crash, think Bill's Glass. 43-30, the Panthers on top on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Candlin for the Guardians. Dribbles it in and takes it back out. Up top it comes to Sewell, around to DeJulio. He'll pull from there. Decides not to that time. Candlin around his man. Wild shot, was looking for the foul, didn't get it. Panthers quickly the other way, looking to capitalize. And Sleazer, yes, he'll get called for the traveling violation. Three and a half minutes remaining in the third quarter. Desmond Claiborne waits to check in for South. Jones, long jumper, Off the mark, Titus Bloodsong skying for the rebound. Sleezer, the Hezzy, pulls up from mid-range off the mark. Long rebound falls to Howell. Howell drives baseline. Up top finds Sleezer. Devin Malcolm, the offensive rebound put back. All in one jump. The lead up to 15. In the corner, DeJulio, quick trigger, and he buries it. Sleezer from the elbow, just lost it out of bounds. And fortunate. Well, now the officials will have a conversation to see who it really was off of. It could go either way. They'll give it to the Panthers. Claiborne checks in to replace Titus Bloodsong. Wheeland under the basket to inbound it. Ida B. Wells Guardians have gone. Oh! The alley-oop on the inbound to Devin Malcolm. And the Panthers back up on top by 14. DeJulio, not that time. The Guardians have gone with the same starting five that opened the third quarter. It's been that same five on the floor for the entire period thus far. And then a foul called in the backcourt around at the perimeter.
J.C. Cameron called on the foul.
And our first substitution for the Guardians in the second half. Lucas Devlin gets his first run. Timeout, South Medford. We'll keep things right here. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon on Table Rock Sports. And while we have a break in the action, we'd like to take a moment to thank our amazing website creators and managers, Paradox Media. With their help, we've become one of the top live streaming sources in the nation for high school sports. A big TR Sports thank you to all of our friends at Paradox Media. Let's take a look at the last inbound alley-oop for the South Medford Panthers. Jackson Wheeland finding Devin Malcolm. They've run this play a couple of times. And there it is, Malcolm throwing it down on the feed from Wheeland. Table Rock Sports continuing to provide live coverage of high school athletics from around the state of Oregon. Absolutely free in HD on any device, and it's because of all of our amazing local sponsors, including the Thomason Hospitality Group of Grants Pass and Tap Rock Northwest Grill. You can also enjoy Thomason Hospitality at Elmer's, Pita Pit, and Human Bean locations throughout Southern Oregon. Two minutes, 6 seconds remain in the third quarter. Jackson Wheeland goes into the backcourt to get it. Wheeland, Howell, Malcolm, Claiborne, and Sleezer, the five on the floor for the Panthers. Sleezer around a screen, pulls up from 15 and connects from the elbow. Sleezer up to 17 points, one shy of his season average. The five on the floor for the Guardians. There's Leo Sewell taking a long three and burying it. Sewell joined by Cannellan, Devlin, Mathis, and here. Guardians come away with the loose ball, and Cannellan lays it in. The lead back down to 11. A minute 15 remaining in the third. Wheeland in the corner to Malcolm. Quick pass. Wheeland has it. In the corner, Howell. Howell stops. Excellent footwork and able to finish in the key. Not all fadeaways for this freshman. He has a robust bag he can go to offensively. And it looks like the Guardians content to hold for the final possession of the third quarter. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Sewell has it. Hands it off to Devlin. Devlin hands it off to Cannellan. Cannellan. The three is long, and after waiting all that time, South will still have it for the final possession. Malcolm going strong to the cup, finger rolls it in. That shot will not count. The score on the John L. Scott scoreboard at the end of the third quarter, South Medford 53, Ida B. Wells 38. We'll be back with the fourth quarter from Dennis Murphy Court right after this. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon on Table Rock Sports.
Gather and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
(53-38), South Medford on top of Ida B. Wells on the John L. Scott scoreboard heading into the fourth quarter. Thank you for joining us here on TableRockSports.net as we continue to bring you live coverage of high school athletics from around the state of Oregon, absolutely free on any device. These broadcasts would not be possible without the support of all of our amazing local sponsors, including the Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon at 950 Royal Avenue in Medford. They have a wide range of eye care services for the entire family. Visit eyecaresouthern.oregon.com to see how Dr. Brian Mitchell and his team can keep your family's vision clearly focused. DeJulio to Devlin, up top to Sewell. Sewell drives in. The teardrop off the glass. It falls, and the foul.
Junior Sleazer called on the foul.
Sewell at the line, and if he makes this free throw, he will tie Junior Sleazer for the game high in points. A correction there. Beg your pardon, Devin Malcolm says, excuse me, he's got 20. The free throw does fall in for Sewell. Now, Sewell and Sleazer both with 17 for their respective clubs. Malcolm leading all scorers with 20. 53-41, Panthers on top. 30 seconds into the fourth quarter. It's been a fun one. Thanks for joining us here on Table Rock Sports. Malcolm cuts in. Can't finish off the glass, tipped by Wheeland. He can't get it to go. Here come the Guardians the other way. Sewell, Devlin, DeJulio, Jones, and DeHeer, the five on the floor for Ida B. Wells. The five for South Medford, Sleazer, Wheeland, Howell, Malcolm, and Bloodsaw, the starting five. DeJulio always willing to shoot from the outside, and he is money from that right corner. DeJulio up to 9 points. All three field goals coming from behind the arc. Sleazer being guarded by DeJulio. Sleazer behind the back, off the glass and in. DeJulio looking for that corner again. This time pulls up for two, and it bounces out. Tough break for the Guardians that time. Howell gets blocked by DeHeer. Shoaib Dahir, 6'5", junior for the Guardians with the rejection. Baseline out of bounds for the Panthers. And knocked back out of bounds. It will stay with South. And it comes to Bloodsaw. Around to Howell. Down low. Bloodsaw has good position. Very patient. And unable to get the bucket to go, but he'll head to the line to shoot two. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Peak Rewards app from GP Energy. Download the app and save on morning motivation, crunch in your lunch, and fuel for your road trip at their many locations. Peak Rewards from GP Energy. This broadcast is also brought to you by Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less, Avista Utilities, Travel Medford, and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission. Bloodsaw short on the second free throw, gets his own miss. Whelan comes to Malcolm to get the basketball. And then a hold out on the perimeter called against Ida B. Wells. Side out of bounds for the Panthers. It's the 5th team foul for Ida B. Wells. Comes in the corner to Sleazer. Up top to Whelan. Howell. To Malcolm. Whelan around the screen. Sleazer. Off the mark. Loose ball kept alive by Malcolm. Taken by Bloodsaw. Up top it comes to Whelan. Drives in and Whelan gets denied by Jones. Quick trigger. And a three off the mark. Offensive rebound falls. And then the shot off the mark by Dahir. Howell with it in transition. Goes up and able to get the friendly bounce. Howell up to 13 points in the contest. DeJulio from well behind the arc. Count it. Whistle blew on the play. Yes, the shot is good. DeJulio from the logo. A chance at a 4-point play. No, correction, that wasn't a foul. It wasn't. So the whistle that blew was not a foul. It was a timeout taken by Coach Coakley, who I'm sure as soon as he saw the shot go in, grew a couple of white hairs, thinking he may have canceled out a bucket from his own team, but our officials give it to him. The basket is good. Timeout taken by the Guardians. We'll keep things right here on Dennis Murphy Court. 58-47, South Medford on top. Still a lot of basketball left to play between the Guardians and the Panthers. It's all part of the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. The Southern Oregon Sports Commission is joining the OSAA in putting out the call for all officials for all high school sports. It's a great way to stay in the game and earn some extra money and ensure our student athletes get the chance to compete. Please contact your local officials association to learn how to get the stripes on and get in the game. Out of the timeout, the same five on the floor for the Panthers. Howell, Wieland, Sleazer, Bloodsaw, and Malcolm. For the Guardians, DeJulio, DeHere, Sewell, Jones, and Cannellan. Malcolm, the entry pass on the block to Sleezer, kicks it up top. Howell left wide open, in and out. Offensive rebound, Bloodsaw, and he will get fouled on the putback attempt.
Wade DeHere called on the foul. Titus Bloodsaw, shooting 2.
3 players in double figures for the Guardians. Sewell leading all Ida B. Wells scores with 17. Cannellan has 14, and DeJulio has 12. For the South Medford Panthers, Devin Malcolm leading all scorers with 20. Junior Sleezer has 19, and Bodie Howell has 13. Bloodsaw unable to connect on either free throw. Cannellan forcing the issue the other way, challenges Howell at the rim, and finishes. The lead is back down to single digits. 3 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. Cannellan guarding Wheeland. Comes to Bloodsaw. Back to Wheeland in the corner, Sleezer. Sleezer drives baseline. And ball goes off the shin of Bloodsaw. The Guardians take over. Again in transition. This time Sewell stops. Kicks it out. DeJulio. He buries it. The Guardians roaring back. It's a 2-possession game, under 3 minutes to go on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Timeout, South Medford. We'll be back right after this with more from Dennis Murphy Court. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon on Table Rock Sports.
Seen a new way to achieve the highest level of savings. Peak Rewards. The Peak Rewards app is your roadmap to savings wherever your journey takes you. Simply by using our mobile app, you can shop for a mountain of savings in any of our convenience stores and fuel up for less. Just download the Peak Rewards app, register, find participating stations and stores near you, and start saving. With Peak Rewards, you can travel further for less. So what are you waiting for? Download Peak Rewards today and find a location near you.
Welcome back to Dennis Murphy Court. The Ida B. Wells Guardians putting on a run. As we make our way through this fourth quarter, the lead is down to 6 for the South Medford Panthers, 58-52 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. These broadcasts would not be possible without the support of all of our amazing local sponsors, including our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler on Highway 62. For your next ride, visit Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler. And our presenting sponsor, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, with 7 convenient locations to serve you. Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon. South with the basketball, up 6. A shade under 3 minutes remaining in this one. Wheeland stripped and fouled near half court. Good sportsmanship displayed by J.C. Cannellan to help his opponent Wheeland up off the hardwood. And with that foul, the Panthers are now in the bonus, and we have a timeout taken by Ida B. Wells. We'll be back right after this on TableRockSports.net.
RVTD means more for our community. Because of RVTD, every student has convenient access to the region's high schools to complete their education. Growing community support. RVTD.
and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
RVTD means more for our community. More people than ever are using the bus to access healthcare, improving the overall health of our region. Growing community support. RVTD.
Welcome back to Dennis Murphy Court. 1-1 opportunity for Jackson Wheeland and the Panthers. And Wheeland sinks the first free throw to earn another. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon on Table Rock Sports. Wheeland's second free throw doesn't go, but Devin Malcolm is there for the offensive putback in. 61-52 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Dahir up top to Cannellan. Around a screen. Cannellan drives in, stops at the elbow, steps back for three. Hard off the heel, long shot, long rebound, falls to Jones. Sewell goes up, and this time Devin Malcolm cleans up the glass. Pass tipped, kept by South. Wheeland drives and kicks. Sleazer off the mark. Devin Malcolm crashing the offensive glass. Malcolm up to 24 points in the game. And quickly the other way, J.C. Cannellan wasting no time. Drives in and gets fouled. It stays on the floor. And so just a baseline out of bounds for the Guardians. Dante Mathis into the game to replace Shaib Dahir. DeJulio up top to Sewell. Gets it right back. DeJulio drives and dumps it off to Jones. Jones looking for Mathis, who was not looking for the ball. Turnover Guardians. The Panthers will take over with 1:40 remaining. Timeout, Ida B. Wells. We'll be back right after this from TableRockSports.net.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
63-52, South Medford on top on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Thank you for joining us here on TableRockSports.net as we bring you the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon. Friday night showdown between the Ida B. Wells Guardians from the 6A Portland Interscholastic Conference and your defending Southwest Conference champions, the South Medford Panthers. And a quick timeout taken by James Whiteman and the Panthers. We'll keep things right here. The Southern Oregon Sports Commission is joining the OSAA in putting out the call for officials for all high school sports. It's a great way to stay in the game, earn some extra money, and ensure our student athletes get the chance to compete. Please contact your local officials association to learn how to get the stripes on and get in the game. It's an 11-point lead for South Medford. Exactly 100 seconds remain in the game. South just will have to execute, make some free throws, and they will keep their undefeated season alive. Howell to inbound it, quickly to Sewell, quickly to Wheeland. Sleazer had Bloodsaw down low, and instead the Panthers will take it out and likely burn some clock here. Sleazer double teamed, gets it to Wieland. Wieland trying to dribble away, and he will get fouled. Exactly 80 seconds remaining.
Nick Julio called on the foul. Jackson Whelan at the line shooting 1-1.
Wieland unable to connect on the free throw. Malcolm there once again, cleaning up the offensive glass. Malcolm into double figures in rebounds. He's got 26 points, a monster game for the 6'3 senior. And then underneath, out of bounds, it will belong to the South Medford Panthers. Drew Hall checks in for Titus Bloodsaw. Panthers have it. Approaching a minute remaining. Into the front court it goes. Hall to Sleazer, up top to Whelan, back to Sleazer. Howell left open, and the Panthers willing to let the clock run down. Gets down to 47 seconds before Wieland is fouled. 13-point advantage for the South Medford Panthers on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Looking at the scoreboard right now, Sewell leading all Guardian scores with 17, Cannellan with 16, and DeJulio with 15. Whelan at the line, connects on the first free throw. Devin Malcolm leading all scorers in the game with 26. Junior Sleazer has 19. Bodie Howell has 13. Second free throw. Whelan connects. The lead up to 15. The Guardians will have to work quickly here. And it's stolen away by Malcolm. And that will likely do it. We'll see if the Guardians foul, and they do. But now the only thing left to decide is the final score.
Casey Cannellan called on the foul. Junior Sleazer at the line, shooting 2.
The Panthers into the double bonus, and so Sleazer will get 2 free throws. And he connects on the first. A line change for the Panthers as they will improve to 4-0 in the 2021-22 season. The Ida B. Wells Guardians will fall to 3-2. And Sleazer connects on the free throw. And substitutions in for the Guardians as well. The 5 on the floor for the Guardians: Lucas Devlin, Leo Heffron, Dante Mathis, Yasir Bajali, and Jaden Igarta. The 5 on the floor for the Panthers: Desmond Claiborne, DJ Daniel, Drew Hall, Dylan Espinosa, and Mike Adi. Devlin pulls up, long 2, and he buries it. Only thing left to decide is the final score. Our executive producer for tonight's event is Joe Brett. Our cameraman is Caleb Franklin. Been a fun one here on this beautiful Friday night in Medford, as the South Medford Panthers will hold on to a 69-54 victory. Time now for the MyCircleK.com post-game show, presented by the Energy Peak Rewards app. The final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard: South Medford 69, Ida B. Wells 54. We'd like to thank you for joining us here on TableRockSports.net. You've been watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon. From all of us here at Dennis Murphy Court, my name is Jonathan Kerman saying thanks for watching and have a great rest of your evening and a fantastic weekend. We'll catch you next time on Table Rock Sports.
Basketball.